time to talk nutrition, of course, with your state-registered nutritionist, Akosua Yadom. This morning, we're looking at hypertension and nutrition. Now, remember that this particular segment is brought to you by Farmers Market. Farmers Market is in Tema Community 11, also in Tema Community 25, Laboni, East Legon, and Spintex. So the Farmers Market, that's where you get your safe fresh fruits, your vegetables, nuts, seeds, juices, smoothies, salad, and healthy food complements. At Farmers Market, we say 100% hygienic and farm fresh. Good morning, Akosua.
Good morning.
You're looking beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Hope you're good.
I'm fine.
Awesome. So this morning we're looking at hypertension and nutrition. Are we going to see some dietary supplications or dietary approach to fighting hypertension?
Of course, everything that happens to us as far as non-communicable diseases are concerned greatly has to do with lifestyle habits. And last week I said that 2/3 of what happens to us is not genetic bound. It is as a result of the lifestyle habits or practices we are adopting. So hypertension is a lifestyle disease or a non-communicable disease, which has to do with what we are doing as far as the dietary, certain things we are doing off. Bad or in the wrong way is concerned. So yes, it has something to do with it. What you are putting into your body can influence it greatly. So I will start off by saying that you need to be careful as an individual. I need to be careful. You need to be careful. We need to make sure that we are doing certain safe practices that is putting our blood pressure at what it needs to be as far as being normal is concerned.
Meaning hypertension has to do more with the amount of blood in the body?
So hypertension has to do with, they say muja bro, so it's not your muja that has bro, so in a sense, but it has to do with you giving your heart a lot of work to do. So you know that you are supposed to be below 120 as far as your systolic. So let's if you can have just
break it down.
So the readings for the normal, we have a chart to that so that everybody can really appreciate it. So we have that systolic blood pressure, we have the diastolic blood pressure. For your normal, it should be below 120. For the systolic, that is, the systolic is the contraction and the relaxation of the contraction is the systolic, the diastolic is how the heart relaxes. So so I would say that the normal should be below 120, and then at the top, that is the systolic, and the diastolic at the bottom should be below 80. So if you have a BP up to or below 120 by 80, it means that you have a normal BP. And where it is way below, let's say 90, below 90 and below 60, it means that your BP is low, and that is very bad. That is a silent killer. I've had the experience. It's terrible.
That doesn't matter your body mass index?
Yes. So for high blood pressure, I'll quickly just zoom in. Now, one, the lifestyle changes you need to do. One, you lose extra pounds and watch your waistline. Extra pounds in what sense? Everybody is supposed to have a normal BMI. That is the body mass index. It should be between 18.5 to 24.9 kilogram per meter square. So if I check your BMI, I need to know your height. I need to know your weight. So if I check your BMI and you are anything between 18.5 to 24.9, it means that you have a normal BMI or you are very healthy in a sense. Now the waistline, if you are beyond 25 to 29.9, it means you are overweight. If you are above or equal to 30 kilogram per meter square, it means you are obese. And we have grade 1 obesity, we have grade 2 obesity, we have grade 3 obesity. If you are equal to or above 40, then you are morbid. There are people who can't even move. If you are there, it means that you are morbid. So you need to make sure you have a healthy BMI. And the waistline has to do with the midsection. We've spoken about this. If you can't remember, I will call it again. So for every man, there's something we do, your waist to your hip ratio, and then your waist to your height. it should all not be above 1.0. If you're a man and yours is done, there is a clinical way of doing it. You can get in touch, you'll be helped if you meet a professional.
But how do we measure that? Okay, step on a scale, or how is that done?
We did this earlier January on Citi Breakfast Daily, but if you've forgotten about it, there is a way to measure it. Okay, so now I know your weight. Let's say you are 80 kg, and then I know your height. Let's say you are 160. So your weight to your height has to do with the 80 being your kg, or your weight, sorry, over your height. If you do the calculation and you are getting above 1 as a man, it means that there is a problem. It means that there is a lot of fats here. That's the midsection, that's the waistline. So one way of making sure that you are being checked is to always pay attention to your midsection. If we measure 2 of your midsection, it is supposed to kind of match with your length or your height. Sorry, your height, an adult's height. So if we do that and we realize that your height or your midsection is not as twice as that, then it means there's a problem. But somebody like me, if you do my midsection, definitely I have nothing wrong with me. I am very okay. I'm fine. Yes. So for a man, you shouldn't be beyond 1.0. For a woman, you shouldn't go beyond 0.9. So if you are 0.8, 0.7, 0.8, it's like you are heading for trouble. You need to be careful. With the explanation I gave, if you still do not understand, don't worry. You can always get in touch. So one, you need to make sure this is on check, and then you exercise regularly. At least 30 minutes every day. For the person who is very sedentary, there are people like reporters here, they move a lot, and so these guys probably do exercise indirectly. But if you are sedentary, you need to sit at the office for longer hours. It is very, very important that you consciously introduce exercise as part of your daily routines. You can start with 10 to 15 minutes for the day, and then gradually increase it by listening to your body. The third point, you eat healthy. A healthy meal is balanced. It has staples, it has vegetables, it has fruits in there. So if we do your 24-hour dietary recall, we should satisfy every protocol as far as a 4-star diet is concerned. The staples has to do with what we call the carbohydrates, the yam, the rice, the banku, the kinke, they are the staples. And then we have the vegetables, the fruit family. So I normally, when I'm designing meal plans, I give in-betweens. That's the snack. So you have to do your breakfast, lunch, supper, AM snack, PM snack. I can do an apple here for you. I can do 2 sardine tin sizes of watermelon for you here as your in-betweens. So make sure you are eating like this. 3 meals, your 2 in-betweens. Yes. So if you are eating that way, you should be fine. And then you should know your body type as far as even the exercising and the eating is concerned. If you are an ectomorph like myself, I struggle to put on weight. I am still looking for my 3 kg after 4 years. So if you are an ectomorph like myself, you need to know what to do. Because I hit the gym, I wanted to maintain, and then the instructor did something, made me go through aerobics and all that. No wonder they were just looking at me. So you reduce your sodium intake. If you're a lover of sodas, you need to really watch it, because when you take a lot of soda, your heart needs to hold, or your body needs to hold a lot of water to be able to wash off the excess salt in your system, or the excess sodium, and that puts a lot of pressure on your blood vessels and your heart. So you need to make sure you cut down on your sodium or your salt intake, and if you're taking sodas, cut down on it. The 5th point is to watch how much sticks you smoke if you're a smoker. Now, research says that people who quit smoking live longer than the other counterparts who do not quit smoking. And for every stick you smoke, your blood pressure rises or increases. And alcohol is very dicey. You should know how to do it. If you do alcohol well, you will reduce your blood pressure if you have elevated levels. If you go overboard, you will have issues. So if you go overboard, for a man, 2 drinks a day is okay if you are doing alcohol. I wouldn't sit here and preach alcohol, but in that same regard, I wouldn't sit here and assume that people are not taking it. So in as much as we have people who are taking alcohol also watching this segment, I would want to also tell them how safe they can do it. For a woman, a drink is okay. For a man, 2 is okay. That is for beer. And for wine, 1.0 ounce. Here, elsewhere they lift wine and they just pour something, a shot. But here we want to fill the glass. So a shot is okay for you. A shot, you get about 10 calories, 10.5 calories from there. And that is not too much. That would do some good to you when it has to do with even wine, because there is research that backs the presence of resveratrol in red wine, saying that it does. I
was going to ask about that because there are types of wine.
It does. So know even which wine you are buying. My uncle would say that I always come with my own wine because what you are buying or what you are consuming can hurt you. If you are doing overboard, you can increase your blood pressure by up to 10 millimeter of mercury. So it will shoot it up if you are doing it the wrong way. So know how much you take, because if you are doing it safe, you can influence it in a good sense. Cut back on caffeine. Now, for the caffeine lovers, I want you all to do this. 30 minutes after you have consumed coffee with caffeine, check your BP. If your BP reading increases by 5 to 10 millimeter of mercury, it means that there is something that your body doesn't appreciate as far as the caffeine is concerned, and your blood pressure health. So be really conscious. Reduce your stress level. You can't be God. God is God. If you are tired, rest. Know when to say no. Know when to say yes. If you are stressed up, if you don't manage your stress very well, you find yourself in trouble. There are foods you can take to help you. We have the leafy green vegetables. They are rich in magnesium. They are rich, especially some of the fruits too, in potassium. And magnesium-potassium combination, we've spoken about it extensively on this segment, that it helps to relax you. It helps to calm you down. It takes care of anxiety. It takes care of postpartum depression. So whatever your stress is, make sure you manage. Sometimes saying thank you to you can even help me relax, because thank you will definitely come with a smile. And that will kind of affect even my blood pressure in a good sense. Monitor your BP at home. Or you can walk to any good pharmacy or hospital near you and have your BP checked. If you check and you are above 120 by 80, you need to seek help, because let me go back to the figures. If you have a normal BP, it is below 120 to 180. That is below. And then if you have elevated, it is between 120 to 129 over less than 80. If you have stage 1 hypertension, it is normally between 130 to 139 at the top, and then 80 to 89 at the bottom. If you are at stage 2, you are between 140 to 180 at the top, and then 90 to 120 at the bottom. Where it is called an hypertensive crisis, you are above 180 and you are above 120 below.
And
so when
you're heading for doom,
then there is trouble for you. If you have this and you even feel good, you need to go to the hospital. If you have even the elevated, anything above normal, you need to seek help.
Let's look at some of the foods that can help reverse this condition. Obviously, these foods need to be rich in potassium and magnesium. So let's run through. Okay,
so I will start off by saying that you need to make sure you are eating heart-healthy foods. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids. There is a supplement in here for you if you need to be substituted. I met a client yesterday, and no matter how good salmon is, she can't take salmon. So, yes. So like I said, the fact that I sit here and say that salmon is one of the best foods you can have in the world, but for somebody, salmon doesn't work. Broccoli is one of the most healthiest vegetable on the planet, but for some people, they cannot take it. So salmon, broccoli, They are all heart-healthy foods.
So we'll have some of the images on the screen now.
The fruits and vegetables are all very good as far as foods that helps with your blood pressure is concerned. We have chicken, the lean part, especially the chicken breast part, very expensive but the most healthiest. Take off the skin. Spinach, broccoli, dandelion, it's found it's common here. We have orange, lime, lemon, very rich in vitamin C. There is a vitamin C supplement in here. So vitamin C will help as far as assimilation of some of these nutrients are concerned. We have ginseng, that is very dicey but very good. Lemon, very, very good. We have kale, we have avocado, one of the most healthiest also on the planet. Tomato, turmeric, we spoke about it 3 weeks ago. The presence of curcumin makes it very good, and it is blessed with a lot of antioxidants. Apple, the Granny Smith type, that is the green type, very healthy as far as you taking care of your health. Banana, oats, grapes, watermelon, strawberries. And so if you are eating a variety of fruits and vegetables, you should be okay.
All right, I see you have your BP reader here, so we are going to invite Safua to join us so we can check her BP, and you just run us through the process. So if you're home and then you have the kit, you can just check it. As she mentioned earlier, do well to check your BP regularly, and if you find yourself in any of the categories she's mentioned already,
I need your left.
It'll be best that you keep checking your BP to be sure that you're within safe zones.
You need to first make sure you are so relaxed. Safua, are you so relaxed? You need to relax.
If you're not looking at my face, you will be.
Okay, so I think that we need to do a little swapping. If Nana, you can come here. Safua, you come here so that the viewers could see you.
Safua is going to take my seat.
Because I need your left. It's better to do it with the left. So relax.
Is there a particular reason why?
So with BP check, normally you realize that some people enter the facility and as soon as you get there, they wouldn't even allow you to relax. I'm happy that Safua has been here for over 20 minutes trying to kind of relax. You need to make sure you are relaxed. Just have a chat with him. Just feel comfortable.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. There's no injection, so
put your hand here. So yes, you need to make sure that it is really done properly, and let's hope that Safua will make Citi proud, because if your BP is bad, then it means that you are doing all the wrong stuff. But don't worry, genetics can defend you in this regard. So that is basically it. And for people, we spoke about the fact that if your weight is so bad, you need to make sure you work on your weight. This is one supplement that is very good. You need to make sure, aside eating well, I always say that supplements are 20 to 30% as part of my treatment package, and 60 to 70% I do with what you are eating. So let's hope that when you hear the noise, just alert me. So you need to work on your weight if your weight is bad. This is also another supplement for really killing your weight. Yes, and then we spoke about the heart healthy foods. Omega-3 fatty acid is very, very good as far as you improving on your heart health is concerned. So if you can't eat salmon like the patient I worked on yesterday, definitely supplementation might be critical for you. We spoke about vitamin C rich foods. If you are very deficient as far as even vitamin C is concerned. My grandmother has ulcer, or maybe I have ulcer, or any peptic issues, or anything having to do, with my gastric health. And so I may not be able to take vitamin C rich foods. You can easily be supplemented on this vitamin C. And so that is what these supplements will do for you as part of the package. Then you consult a nutritionist like myself or a dietitian, a professional one, and then we make sure a meal plan is designed for you to take care of that. So yes, Safua 129 by 88. Safua is okay, I will say. Safua is okay, though when you relate it to the figures we gave, as far as her diastolic or the base is concerned, Safua is a little bit found around the elevated levels. So Safua, you need to really be careful. I'll check afterwards for you. Maybe you're a bit tense, but you find yourself, if you are stressed up, like I spoke about, manage your stress well. If you are stressed up and you are not managing your stress well, it can also contribute to this. What's on your mind? Are you okay?
Hi there. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Make sure to subscribe,
Like, comment, and share with your friends.
This is Breakfast Daily on Citi TV.
Join the Breakfast Daily team Monday through Fridays from 7:30 a.m. to 10. Join us for breakfast daily, only on Citi TV.